Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are working on my shell challenge, which I hosted, which ends today actually. So I decided to take on my shell challenge as well, because it's been a while since I've done a shell challenge on the channel. So I wanted to give the one that I prepared a go. Yeah, so we are building in Windenburg. It's the island area of Windenburg, which is one of my favorite parts of The Sims 4 to build in. The world is absolutely gorgeous and it looks absolutely amazing with snow. So yes, before I go any further with the build, it's built on a 30 by 20 in Windenburg, as I already said, and it comes in 39,725 simoleons, and it fits two Sims if the scoot over trick works for you. So you can have two Sims or one Sim. So there is one bathroom, it's downstairs, and there's the bedroom is upstairs in the small upstairs area of the house. And I am absolutely excited about how this turned out. I love the atmosphere of the cottage, and I am so happy with how it turned out. As you know, if you have been on the channel for a while, I'm usually a modern builder, so I don't build cottages as often, but I wanted to go for something wintry, Christmassy, and this is actually my favorite. Sorry, not my favorite. My favorite as well, but my first snowy build of the year, or of this Christmas winter season. It's been a while. It took me a while to figure out my first build. I wanted to build one maybe 3 weeks ago, but I just didn't like the way my builds looked in the snow. But this one I am absolutely excited. I absolutely love the way it looks in the snow, and I think it's perfect for snow. So I hope you are going to enjoy the build as well. I am finally doing a little bit better when it comes to my sickness. So if you've watched my last week's speed build, I did only a short voiceover because I've been sick. It's better. I'm obviously pre-recording this voiceover a little bit, so I still am a little sick. My voice is still not 100%, but I feel a lot better, and it's hopefully coming away. So yeah, I'm just happy that it's over, because I have some exams at school, some presentations that I have to give next week after this Sunday. So I really can't be sick right now, because I really want to have as much as I can done, so I can then rest in January and February, because that's where my exam period is. And if I manage to do as much as I can now, I will have maybe a month off if I'm lucky. Well, not off, but without actually having to study for exams and things, so I can work on the topic for my dissertation, or for my master's thesis, and just relax a little bit, because it's been a very stressful semester this time around. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a little bit, not a little bit, it's quite different to what I used to do in my bachelor, because obviously I only had the subjects that I studied, so geography and English, so it was mostly theoretical subjects about these two fields. But now we have lots of psychology, pedagogy, lots of teaching subjects, and it's not easy. It's a lot, and it can really exhaust me. And I'm still trying to find my way to the subject, kind of to how I want to be as a teacher, if I even want to be a teacher. So it's stressful, and it's a lot, and it's taking a lot of my energy. So I really need to do some relaxing in January, February. I wish I would have Christmas. Well, I will have Christmas off, but I will have to study for exams already, because I have some exams in the first 2 weeks of January. I also will need to write a paper, so it's going to be first, Christmas is very short this year. The Christmas break is like 9 days, which is ridiculous. And yeah, and I will need to do a lot more. I will also have a paper due like a week after Christmas that we don't have the instructions for yet, which is awful, but it is what it is. Anyway, back to the build. I absolutely love this kitchen. I don't use these counters very often because obviously I build a lot of modern builds, so these are not necessarily counters and cabinets that I would go for very often, but I absolutely love the way they look here. The rich brown with the brick from, I believe, City Living is absolutely gorgeous, and with this like beige fridge and beige oven from the Parenthood pack, and the fridge is from Cottage Living, I absolutely adore. I also wanted to kind of free place the teapot, so I used the bar counter to place it, and then I sized the counter down and placed it however I wanted. I don't know if it works. To be honest, I do not playtest my builds. I say that every now and then in my builds. I build for fun, and playtesting for me is super tedious. I hate it, and I just don't do it. So if my builds don't work for you, if you play in them, I'm really sorry. Just shuffle things around a little bit. I really don't like playtesting, and it takes a lot of time that I don't have. So yeah, I don't playtest. So I don't know. The point is, I don't know if this way it works. Yeah. Anyway, I went for like a very earthy, calm, rustic color scheme, which is lots of like browns, beiges, whites, and I love the way it turned out. I was a little bit skeptical because, as I said, I don't build cottage very often, but this is probably my favorite cottage that I've ever done because it's just so cute and cozy and comfy, and I would just snuggle up by the fireplace, which I'm gonna add in a little bit, and just enjoy the weather, I think. Even though I'm not a big fan of snow and cold, I like colder weather, but I don't like super cold, which is what it's been here in the past couple of days. It's been freezing cold, and it's not fun when I need to be on the at the train station at 7. It's pretty damn cold in the morning when when the sun is not out yet. So I'm freezing even with my gloves on, which is not fun. But yeah, it's close to Christmas, so hopefully we might even get a white Christmas this year, apparently. According to the forecast, Christmas should be white. So we'll see about that if it comes true, because the forecast usually is wrong, but we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping for White Christmas because that's the ultimate dream, and we haven't had White Christmas for like 10 years, so I would really love that. Anyway, back to the build. I used this, a cabinet thing from high school years to create a storage unit right where the entrance to the living room is and behind the dining space. I really love how it adds realism. My grandma, they have a similar cabinet in their house right where the dining space is, so I felt like it was perfect to make it look realistic. I'm also adding a little bit of a clutter. On the table, I used the one from Base Game with some chairs from Cottage Living, and now we're going on the living room, which I think is also very, very cute. I know, yeah, the kitchen is my favorite, and I love the bedroom as well, but the living room is also very cozy and just like screams, come hang out here. Like, sit down on the couch, take a hot beverage, and enjoy me. I don't know, just you look out the window, it's beautiful, cold winter there, but you are very much warm with your blanket, watching TV and watching the beautiful, gorgeous fireplace that you have. I mean, it's the dream. It's amazing. It sounds like a dream. So yeah, I would love to be here right now instead of having to study, which I've done before recording this voiceover. I have a test on Monday actually. So I'm already starting to study now. It's Wednesday before the build comes out, so I have to start studying. It's like psychology, and it's not fun, but yeah. But I think maybe studying in a place like this by the fireplace would be cool. You know, maybe it would make the studying a little bit less tedious. Yeah, probably not. Um, anyway, I added this bookcase from base game that I'm cluttering up now with some clutter plants. I love plants, and I think the only color that I included, apart from the ones that I mentioned, is green. So there are a lot of plants mostly where the green is, but also kind of hints of green on some of the furniture. For example, the chairs from Cottage Living that I included. I also kind of filled in this nook next to the fireplace. I placed a coffee table from high school years and the base game shelf that I cluttered up with some books. And I felt like it really looked nice and cozy, and you know, you could get up from the couch and get your books. I know your Sims won't be able to get in there, but there is a bookcase somewhere. I feel like there is a bookcase in the bedroom, but I might be wrong. So I'm not sure if there is a bookcase anywhere in the house that it's accessible to your Sims. But I might be wrong. Maybe the one behind the one behind the couch were not accessible either. Anyway, we're working on the hallway entrance area. I used a lot of the little clutter pieces from the everyday clutter kit that we got fairly recently, and I also made like a custom entrance storage area with hanging clothes and shoes and some boxes, so your Sims could have some stuff stored there. Obviously not how it works in The Sims, but I felt like it added a bit of realism. Now we're just working on the little bathroom. It's very simple, it's pretty small, just a classic standard shower, toilet and sink. Nothing too crazy. And we are moving on to the last room of the house, which is the bedroom, which again I absolutely adore. I used this bed from, I believe, Cats and Dogs, which, yes, I usually used darker wood tones, but I felt like it really matched with the beige brown color scheme that I was going for, and it really fit nicely with the vibe of the house that I was going for, so that's why I went for it. I initially had a mirror here above the dresser, but I think I ended up going for a painting, and there is a mirror like next to the ladder that goes from downstairs. Yes, now I'm changing it. So I created kind of like a collage situation, which I thought looked a little better with like paintings from different packs, as well as clutter on the dresser itself. And I think there is also a lot of office space here next to the ladder, as well as a seat, I believe, like a chair, an armchair there as well, because, you know, maybe you'd like to snuggle up, read a book up here, you know. I don't know, it's just, I'm just dreaming of how it would be like to live in a place like this, just to like have a cozy spaces everywhere, being surrounded by warm, rich colors. It looks like a dream, really. Anyway, we're almost at the end of the video, so I am not sure what... Oh, we are going to work on the exterior as well. I was like, oh, it's almost the end, but then I realized I still have not quite some time, but I still have some time to go, and that's because I didn't furnish the outside like a porch area, so that's what we are going to do after we finish working on the bedroom. Yes, now we're moving on to it. I didn't do anything like super complicated. I just added things that your Sims need, so a post thing, I forgot how it's called, whatever, and also some trash bin, some seating outside, and some skill building items for when it's not winter, obviously, because you can't really grow plants when it's winter and cold and not nice, but you can sit outside, I think, if you put on proper clothes. Yeah, anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm getting really close to 2,000 subscribers, and I would really love to get there before the end of the year. And yeah, if you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. So you can download them there if you prefer to put tray files in your game instead of the gallery. And yeah, have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!